Okay, thank you very much. What I can say now is that as a government, we need to have, the government needs to invite all the players in the oil industry, including retailers, those people who are selling fuel, and marketers, and the ministry, and anybody else who is a stakeholder in the oil industry, so that they sit down, they bring their heads together, they think together, and then develop a policy which is going to be sustainable for the supply of fuel in the country. Na tena tuangalie vitu zingine kama vile mafuta ilivyo hapa. We need a liberal market. Now, the liberal market that we are doing right now is that the normal monthly prices announced by the government through EPRA, in my own view, it is not sustainable. Mara this month imepanda, mara the following month imeshuka. Now, when it is coming down, it is not coming down substantially. Now, we need to know all these things comparatively to the international oil market vile inaendelea, kwa sababu sisi mahesabu yetu sijui tunafanya namna gani. Haiwezekani ya kwamba, for example, kama Uganda mafuta inapita hapa kwetu na inaenda Uganda, na Uganda mafuta ni cheaper kuliko hapa kwetu. Kwa hivyo we need to do something that is sustainable to our people, and we need to focus very highly on diesel. Like right now, reducing diesel by 10 shillings and increasing paraffin by 34 shillings. It doesn't really make sense. Because the biggest industrial mover is diesel. And that's where we need to concentrate, and that's where we need to develop a policy which is sustainable and which is not going to be to bring a sustainable development to the country. Otherwise, as it is, we cannot make it as a nation, and we can't make it as a country.
What do you think the government is raising some blame games instead of giving Kenyans the solution about the crisis?
Now, you see, there's a little nobody else to blame in this issue apart from the government. It is the government because the policy developer, the guidelines that bring this forward here, they are all developed by the government. The G2G arrangement wasn't arrived by Kenyans. It wasn't arrived by the marketers. No, it was arrived at by the government. So the whole issue of G2G operations need to be relooked again, because that is where the problem is. And if that is sorted out, then we should be ready to go. Otherwise, we have our neighbors here, Tanzania. Tanzania, they are buying their fuel from the same countries. How come then it is cheaper when you go to Dar es Salaam than compared to Kenya? So there must be a problem, and the whole arrangement of fuel and fuel supply in this country needs to be relooked afresh. So the other thing that I can tell Kenyans ni kwamba mambo ya maandamano is not the solution to our problems. It will not solve anything. So we need to look at other ways of forcing the government and enforcing some of the public interests. Kwa sababu maandamano, we are now facing deaths now, and the official announcement, which is 5, may not necessarily be 5. It could be much more than 5. And those hospitalized, and all of them, they are youths. For example, hata wengine ukiangalia wanyokoko hawana magari hata. Hakuna mtu akona magari, hakuna mtu akona factory inahitaji diesel, hakuna mtu pia akona any facility yenye inahitaji usage of any fuel, but those are the people that are being used to go to maandamano. So we need the real users of these oil products who engage the government in a structured manner. Otherwise, we cannot have destruction of property like whatever is happening. Ni kwa sababu watu wengine vile unaona kienda maandamano hawaendi maandamano because wanataka kwenda maandamano. They are going maandamano for the purpose of causing havoc, for the purposes of stealing. Because how do you explain whereby a whole supermarket is looted? What business does the owner of the supermarket has to do with the fuel? So how come that a bank is stormed and it is broken into, ATMs are broken into? What do they have to do with the fuel? So we need to relook again at the entire way of forcing the government to behave or to enact some of these laws.
On Monday, we witnessed some burning of offices, that is UDA. What can you say about that?
No, what we would consider the burning of UD offices in Makueni Wote. That is pure destruction of property. And those people who are engaged in it need to be brought to book. The same way is we have right now, you see, our county, for example, Makueni and entirely Ukampani, it is not known for violence, but we have been using very consistently violence in Makueni in the last 3 years, 2024, 2025, and now 2026. We are experiencing serious problems in Makueni. What we are saying is this: we are not a violent community, so we want to know why all of a sudden that we have started becoming violent. Now, we are going even to the extremes. Now, we banned UD officers. That in itself is destruction of property. And now, we went to an extent of even stealing a gun from a police officer. Sasa ukienda kuiba bunduki kutoka kwa polisi, sasa unamaanisha aje? That is not Kampala like. That is not Makueni like. That is not, it is not like us. So, I really want to urge these vijana. Kwa sababu ukienda kunyang'anya polisi bunduki, you must be ready for the consequences. And I can tell you the consequences are serious. Even now, hao vijana wenye waliiba hiyo bunduki, unaweza kuuliza whatever is happening in their lives right now. It is unbelievable, and we don't want to take that direction again.
Do you think all these things are being politically fueled by politicians? Definitely.
There is no maandamano that are free in this country. All maandamanos are fueled by somebody. They are even paid for people to go to those maandamano, and they are organized. There is always a strategy where to demonstrate, how to demonstrate, what to do, how to do, and when to do it. So all these things are normally coordinated, and all of them are coordinated and more so by politicians. Nobody here, especially maandamano, like whatever we have been witnessing in the recent past, that are not organized by politicians.
Yesterday we witnessed the UDA SG, that is Omar Hassan, blaming Kikuyu community, saying they are the one now complaining about the fuel hikes. Do we have to blame one community?
No.
Have the businesses of
No, that is wrong. That is wrong. Omar, that is wrong. We cannot single out and say this is Kikuyus. Why Kikuyus? Kikuyus, they have their own vehicles, they have their running business like anybody else. So we cannot apportion any blame to the government, to one tribe. Tuseme ni Wakikuyu ndio wanafanya hivi, tuseme tena ni Wajaluo wanafanya hivi, ni Wakamba wanafanya hivi. No, this is a country-wide scenario, and everybody needs to play their part as it is necessary. But we cannot single out and accuse one tribe of being violent. Yes.
No, they are not saying that in terms of Uhuru, no one went on the roads and on the streets. But now, because it is about Ruto, everybody is on the roads.
No, you see, it is not about when it was Uhuru. Even when Uhuru was there, people used to go and demonstrate. Kulikuwa tuna maandamano. Hata wakati Uhuru alikuwa kulikuwa tuna maandamano. And again, by the way, hii maandamano ati iko kwa Wakikuyu peke yake. Hapana, Kampala hakuna Wakikuyu, wote hakuna Wakikuyu, Machakos hakuna Wakikuyu. So what we are saying ni kwamba si jambo la kabila fulani ama kabila lile, hapana. Now we are trying to bring politics in a very noble issue that needs to be looked at seriously because it is an economic issue.
So by look of things, UDA complaining about Uhuru Kenyatta. Do you think Uhuru Kenyatta is still active in Kenyan politics?
No, he is not active per se, but he has a say in Kenyan politics. You see, Uhuru retired akiwa bado young. Yeah. He wasn't old. Kwa hivyo bado akona energy, bado akona say, bado akona interest in this country. Na got a lot of interest business-wise and otherwise. So bado akona say in this country, and therefore, wakati mwingine, he will be apportioned to this blame or to another. Remember, even right now as we speak, Uhuru is a politician because he's holding a political office by virtue of being the leader of Jubilee Party.